Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn one important characteristic of the nouns in Croatian language. We are going to learn 3 grammatical genders of the nouns in Croatian language and how to recognize them both in the singular and plural form. Nouns in Croatian language can be categorized into 3 grammatical genders: MUŠKI ROD or masculine, ŽENSKI ROD or feminine, and SREDNJI ROD or Neuter. It's very important to learn how to recognize grammatical genders of the nouns in Croatian language, because many of grammatical rules depends of the grammatical gender of the noun. I will give you just one short example. So in English, if we want to say my, it doesn't matter which noun come after. We can say my brother, my sister, my child, and always it will be my. But in Croatian, it depends of the nouns which comes after. Precisely, it depends of the grammatical gender of the noun which comes after. So we will say moj brat, my brother, moj brat, or moja sestra, my sister, moja sestra, or moje dijete, my child, moje dijete. So you see, it's very much different and it depends of the grammatical gender of the noun. And of course, it's not just for the living things, but for any noun. For example, if you want to say my phone, you will say moj mobitel, because phone is grammatically MUŠKI ROD. So, let's start. Let's dive into today's lesson, which is imenice rodovi, or nouns genders. Let's see how to recognize grammatical genders. So most of the nouns which ends with a consonant belong to the MUŠKI ROD. And what are the consonants? In Croatian language, we have 5 vowels: a, e, I, o, u. All other letters are consonants. So let's see some examples. Mobitel, cell phone, ends with l, so it's consonant. It's MUŠKI ROD. Papir, paper, ends with r, again consonant, MUŠKI ROD. Autobus, bus, ends with s, again it's consonant, it's MUŠKI ROD. Ivan ends with n, so again it's consonant, it's MUŠKI ROD. Poklon, gift, ends with n, again it's a consonant, so it's MUŠKI ROD. But of course there are some exceptions. For example, auto, car, ends with o, but because full word it's actually automobile, grammatically also the shorter version, it's MUŠKI ROD. Let's see how do we recognize ženski rod, feminine. Most of the words which end with a are feminine, ženski rod. Let's see some examples. Kuća, house. Knjiga, book. Trgovina, market. Torba, bag. Stolica, chair. Kava, coffee. So all of them, you see, they are ending with a, and they are ženski rod. And then, in the end, how do we recognize srednji rod, neuter? So most of words which ends with o are srednji rod. Let's see some examples. Stablo, 3. Mlijeko, milk. Pismo, letter. Računalo, computer. But also some words which ends with e belongs to srednji rod. For example, more, sea, sunce, sun, dijete, child. There is not so many words which belongs to srednji rod, so if you just memorize the one which we use often, you will be okay. So let's summarize. If the word ends with a consonant, it's most likely MUŠKI ROD. If the word ends with a, it's most likely ženski rod. If the word ends with o or e, it's most likely srednji rod. In all of these cases, we are speaking about one object. So we speak about one book. When we say knjiga, it means one book. Or when we say mobitel, it means one phone. So in all of these cases, we are speaking about jednina, singular, jednina. But words in Croatian language also have a plural form. And for plural, we say MNOŽINA. And plural simply means more than one. So we don't make a difference. Are there 2 things, or 3, or 4, or 5? If it's more than one, then we use the plural form. Let's see how to create a plural. So you remember that mobitel was MUŠKI ROD. If you want to create a plural out of nouns which are MUŠKI ROD, you simply add i. Mobitel, mobiteli. Ovo je mobitel, this is phone. Ovo su mobiteli. These are phones. Ovo je mobitel, ovo su mobiteli. So you see mobitel, mobiteli. Let's see some other words. Autobus, autobusi. Ivan, Ivani. Papir, papiri. Poklon, pokloni. Ovo je poklon, one of them. Ovo su pokloni, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them. So if you want to make a plural out of the nouns which are MUŠKI ROD, you add i. Let's see ženski rod. So you remember that ženski rod typically has a as an ending. For example, knjiga. If we want to make a plural form, if we want to say more than one book, we would say knjige. So we will remove a and add e. Knjiga, knjige. Let's see some other examples. Kuća, kuće. Trgovina, trgovine. Torba, torbe. Stolica, stolice. kava, kave. So you see, in all of these cases, we removed a and we added e. Ovo je kava, ovo su kave. You may notice that množina of ženski rod have the same ending as jednina of some nouns in srednji rod. But you can understand that something is srednji rod if one letter before e are one of the following letters. And also you remember that there are not so many words which are grammatically srednji rod, so in the most of the cases it will really be množina of ženski rod. So let's see how to make množina of srednji rod. As you remember, srednji rod has ending of o, or in some cases e. If we want to make a plural, instead of o, we will add a. We will remove o and add a. For example, stablo. Ovo je stablo, ovo su stabla. Let's see some other examples. Mlijeko, mlijeka. More, mora. Sunce, sunca. Računalo, računala. Pismo, pisma. And also what's important to mention, that some nouns have irregular plural, so it's completely different than the singular form. And today I will teach you two of them. First one is čovjek, which means man or human. Čovjek. Čovjek, you see it's masculine, but the plural is not čovjeki, it's ljudi. Čovjek, ljudi. Ovo je čovjek, ovo su ljudi. The second one is dijete, child. So you see, dijete is srednji rod, but the plural is not dijeta, it's djeca. Dijete, djeca. Child, children. Ovo je dijete, ovo su djeca. Okay, let's play a little game. You will see words on the screen and you need to say, do they belong to muški, ženski or srednji rod? And little tip, all words are singular, jednina. So let's start. Putovnica. Yeah, it's ženski rod. Mačka. Yeah, it's ženski rod. Dokument. Ja, muški rod. Poklon. Muški rod. Torba. Ženski rod. Nebo. Srednji rod. Yes, it's srednji rod. Autobus. Muški rod. Kofer. Muški rod. Bilježnica. Ženski rod. Dijete. srednji rod. It wasn't so hard. So let's make a plural form. You can pause the video and make the plural form, and then I will show you the answer. So here are the answers. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you found it helpful. Learning gender of the nouns in Croatian language is crucial for mastering it. So just practice until it becomes your second nature. I wish you a wonderful day and see you in the next video. And little tip for the end. You can put a post-it on the objects that now you know the name in Croatian and try to make plural. Put it in your house and leave it there so always you can remember. It will make learning much quicker. Enjoy your day. Doviđenja, ugodan dan.